All right, hello. Let's see. What's up, Speed Force? How you doing? All right, well, we're going to build the crypt today. So I found a cool little thing. Cool little instructions to do. And I'm going to build. So this is like a little small build. So it's meant to be built with multiple pieces together. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this, and I'm just going to add from there, from what I think I can do. Because from what I had an idea for the crypt, I think this is 1,000 times better than what I had. So, all right, let's get started on here. The biggest one, 16 by 16. They even have it on here. Why is it not letting me look? Okay, let's get this piece. I don't know why it's being weird. It's being weird right now. Hang on. Let me try to find this again. Sorry, I need to look up like the parts list because for some reason this isn't popping up. Normally it has it right there. Nine 11405. There it is. There it is. Okay. So I think that's gray. I think that's supposed to be gray. Okay. Now we're going to get a regular brick. Actually, you know what? Let's put some music for the background. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready. Actually, I don't think I need this layer. Yeah, I don't need this layer. I'm going to start from here and go up. Eight by 4. So basically, I'm just building a crypt right now. This is just looking at these instructions, and that's it. It's just a. This is just the floor. So it's basically gonna be. This is like all gonna be walls. Right here, where these like little pieces are sticking out, and there's gonna be like skeletons and stuff inside of them, and then around here is gonna be like a coffin, pretty much, like a stone coffin. And this is gonna be for my animation that I'm doing, like a Dungeons and Dragons video that I'm doing. Okay. So that piece looks like 3, 6, 8, 2 by 8. And then a 1 by 8 flat piece. So basically, what we're trying to do is just build this whole crypt so that we have something for our heroes, which are going to be a group of like a wizard and a barbarian and a couple others. They're going to steal like a magic relic from this crypt, and they're going to have to fight some skeletons. So we have to build the place where the skeletons can be. So I think this is going to be where I think this is how, yeah, so this is like there's going to be a skeleton that lays up here, And these are just like the skulls are like under there. It's kind of like the what is that called in France? Where they have like all of the skeletons underground. It's gonna look something like that. I'm just excited to have it done because I like animating the most. Building the stuff is fine, but I'm excited to do the animation itself. It's like once I can get this into Blender and can start animating, it's going to be a lot more fun for me. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to build, to be honest, because it just depends on how much you're doing. Because like this right here could probably take me, I don't know, maybe an hour, but I'm not really sure how long it's going to take to do everything. Like building the stuff takes a while, but the animation itself, it usually takes the longest. Can't stay for long since I'm headed to bed, but best of luck with the stream, and I can't wait to see the finished video. Thanks, Instyle. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you sleep well. Alright, now we gotta change these to black. There we go. We actually need a skeleton, okay. I think it's this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's the right one. We're gonna duplicate it, put it here. No. There we go. Now we're gonna set this to white. Duplicate that, put it here. Now we need the hands, which I don't know. Is it this one? It might be this one. No, it's not that one. It's got to be this one. Nope, it's not that one either. That one. That's the one. Yeah, that looks right. now we're gonna make sure that we get it in here. This is the hardest part about this, is like getting like Mecabricks, is getting these things right where you want them to be without them clipping. So for instance, like this, I'm going to have to like I don't even know how I'm supposed to get this on there. Oh, I know what I can do. Here, let's do this. We're gonna rotate it slightly up like that. And then we're just gonna put it down. Okay, I need to rotate it a little bit more. Down. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Now we need to get the actual bricks, the cool looking bricks. I use these all the time in my builds because they actually look like real bricks. So I like them more than the other ones. Here. There we go. We are cooking now. Okay, so that's gotta be a bow. But I don't know which one that is. That's 6 across. Maybe that one? Yeah. Looking good. No, it's not. Never mind. Need to get all of these skeleton pieces and move them over more. There we go. Now he's not clipping through the bricks. What's up, Seekers Aquarium? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. I just realized that these are a different color. Maybe something like that. Doing all right. Looks good so far. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're doing all right too. Just wait till you see the other side when this is done. That's 7, 8, 8 by 4, looks like. Sometimes it's hard to find the correct pieces on here. It's just like weirdly, it needs to be like that. It's like weirdly done sometimes without where they put them. Is this about to be a duplicate of the same thing? Okay, yeah, let's do this then. When I was a kid, I had like this I don't know what set it was that I had for this, but it was like it came with a skeleton and like a treasure. It was like a pirate one, I think. But it was a very small set, and it was just like a jail cell on like an island. So it had like a palm tree, and it had like a jail cell, and it came with like a skeleton and a pirate, and I think maybe like a prison guard, like a kind of looks like the guys, like the redcoats. I think that's literally what it was, but that's the only set that I had that had this actual skeleton. But I had that skeleton for a long time because I really liked it, what it looked like. It always ends up looking really cool when you can add a bunch of like skeleton related pieces because they're very unique looking compared to all the other minifigures. Is it about to be the same thing again? Okay, no, it's not. Two by 3. Okay, there we go. They came out with that new Ornthak Tower, the from Lord of the Rings, like the eye. And I really want it so badly. It's huge though. It's super tall. I think it's literally like a couple feet tall. But it's really expensive as well. I think it's a little bit more. I actually think it's. I can't remember if it's less or more than the Rivendell set, which is like $500. But I really want it. I want both, actually. Like Legos have become very expensive. To be fair, I think they always kind of were, but as a kid, you didn't really know that. This is going to be a crypt. So basically, this is like where they like put all their dead people or whatever. But what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna have my characters come and like take a magic relic, and some of the skeletons are gonna come to life that I place around to like stop them from trying to take it. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Okay, now let's move this over. We'll get this here. I almost played Final Fantasy X last night on stream, Anthony. But everybody voted for Resident Evil 4 because of Halloween. Even though I don't even know if you like 10. I know you like 7. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? Thanks for coming by. Joining the stream. What piece is that? I've never seen that piece. 6266. Hopefully it's in here. It is. Oh, it's literally their foot. Wait, what? No. That doesn't make sense. That's not what that... Oh, it's sideways. Okay. I see what they did. Chilling out before work in 11 hours. Nice. I do the same thing whenever I gotta work. It's like counting down, counting down the hours. It's like hard for me to relax on days when I know I have to work later in the day. I'm more of like, I just want to get it over with. It's like I don't want to do anything before work. It's not a good thing. You get ice cream from your job? I'm gonna take a guess and say that that you work at an ice cream place. I'm like that even if it's basic plans. If I need to do something from an outing, before an outing, I am stressed out all day and don't want to do anything until after that. Yeah, I'm like that too. It's like, oh, I got a party to go to later. Yep, not doing anything until then. Or else I'm going to be socialed out. All right, what are we doing? Come on. Casper's Ice Cream, home of the Fat Boy ice cream sandwich. Nice. Is that like the Fat Boy that you can buy at the store? Like at the grocery store? What piece is that, man? Some weird pieces. Oh, really? That's cool. I didn't even know that they had a thing like that. It makes sense, but I never really thought about it. I haven't seen one either. You bring home boxes and bags every other day. That's funny. I mean, I would be too if I worked at an ice cream place. Okay. I need to grab this piece. There we go. Another flat piece, maybe? I think that's what that is. Can hardly see. It's like this is kind of small for what I'm normally used to looking at. You love this sea salt caramel cookies and cream sandwich. That sounds amazing, actually. There we go. Now we're cooking. We're almost done with this section. And once we get this section, then we can start doing over here. And over here is where it actually looks really cool. So this section right here that's going to go right here is the reason why I wanted to do this build. I think it's going to match exactly what I want. It's kind of like in Skyrim, when you go to that first crypt in Skyrim, it's kind of like that. It looks very similar to that. That's kind of what I was thinking about when I was thinking of the video. Ooh. I don't think I have that piece. 76768. I don't know if I have that piece. Is that the piece? That actually looks like the piece. I think this is actually the piece. It's just mislabeled. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, it's hard to find the pieces that you're looking for, because they're like not always in the right place. Whoever makes this website, this guy named Scrubs, that's like his username. He does a very good job, but I wish there were some small things that I would change. Very minor things, but they would help out 1,000 times more than what he's got on here right now. He'll be back. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Should be awesome by the time you get back. This is just a website actually. It's called Mecabricks. It's right here. It's just like a Lego digital. You can build stuff on Legos pretty much. So it's not official or anything. Somebody's actually modeled all of these pieces themselves. And pretty much what they do is they have like a thing that scans objects, and it will make like a very generalized version of it digitally. And then they will fix it and modify it to make it so that all the shading and everything is correct. But then you can take all of these objects, this whole thing, and then you can put it into Blender, which Blender's like an animation software, a free animation software. And once you do that, then you can do pretty much anything you want with it. So it's like I'm pretty much just building a set for my animation. So like building like a movie set, you know. And you can honestly even go on here and just do it to take pictures. So some people will do, they have like this thing called Lego Ideas where people will make sets that Lego might consider making for real, like real life, and if they do it, then you get like a portion of the like however much people pay for it. So you might get like 10% or something, or 5% or something of the all-time sales. And what people will do is they'll make it here. Like some people will make it on Mecabricks, or some people will make it on like a different software, and then they'll render it on there. But this is kind of what this is used for. It's more just to like kind of build whatever you want. And like what I do is I'll find like some instructions sometimes, and just sit here and build. Like so, somebody made this instructions on a different website called Rebrickable, and it has like on Rebrickable you can actually, here I can pull it over. Rebrickable, you can have the so this is like what it looks like at the end, and you can like download the instructions, and then it has the entire inventory of every item that you need. So this needs 735 items. There's 97 different parts, so there's a total of 735, and you could actually buy this for $106.85 right now. You can buy it on this website, and they will send it to you. So it's a cool way, like right here. It's like if you go in here, you can buy it. See, now no website has all of the pieces. So you could go on here and buy all of these pieces, 93% of the pieces, or 90, oh no, this one has 99 pieces, 99%, but it's $200. So what you could do is go like here and get the 96% for 102, and then whatever, however many pieces are missing, you could just buy somewhere else. Yeah, so Blender is actually used for movies too. Like Blender is it's pretty much a free open source software that's been around for a while. It's basically a competitor to like whatever Pixar uses and everything like that. It's kind of like a competitor to that. Here, one sec. Let me finish setting this back up. Okay. So yeah, like on my YouTube, I literally have like stuff that I've made using Blender. Everything I do is in Blender. Let's see. What is that piece? 35480. There we go. And then one of those. Wait. There we go. And then what is that piece? It's like a little, is that one of the decoration pieces? It's like a little shield. Yeah, it is. I'm starting to understand where things are at now. I've been doing this for a while now. I kind of started to understand it. Is that green? It is green. That's weird. Weird choice. Maybe that one? No. That one maybe? I think that one looks best. Lego Tales from the Crypt. What's up, AJ? How you doing, man? You saw that that Dodger game yesterday? AJ's here while party's over. You could make a Lego Sonic movie. They actually do have some Sonic stuff on here. Once I finish this, I'll there's a actually I can do it right now. Why not? Crypt interior. There's like a bunch of Sonic stuff on here. Not all the pieces are on here, but I know Sonic is on here. I don't know if any of the like Knuckles or any of the other ones are on here, but I know for sure that Sonic is. And I also somebody else made this thing. I showed it the other day, but it's really cool. I think it's under E. No, it's not. Where is it at? Maybe R. No, we'll see. Here's Sonic right here. God, where is it at? I don't know what it was named. Oh, there it is. Death Egg Robot. There it is. So you could definitely even what you can do is like take this right here. So it's the egg robot, Death Egg Robot, and you can put it into Blender, and then you can rig it with like with bones pretty much, so that it can move, and all the pieces will move with it. And then you have Sonic too, and Sonic can do stuff, and you can fight him. But it's really cool because like you can pretty much take anything from this website and just make it into whatever you want, as long as you know how to do it. It took me a while to figure out how to do a lot of things, but I've gotten to the point now where I feel I'm comfortable with about 90% of Blender. The only things I'm not great at are like the shading stuff and making stuff with that, because it has a lot of math and stuff like that. So I'm not really good at any of that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the actual animation and building the sets and doing all that kind of stuff, that's the stuff I love. And there's so many tutorials on how to do things. It's like not even funny. You've earned a subscriber. I'm an amateur animator and I use SFM. I want to learn more about this. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I mean, it literally, I can show you. So if you just keep watching, I'm gonna finish this, and then I can show you a little bit of Blender once I can like actually get it into Blender. But there are so many free sources of stuff for Blender. Because if you do, like, the reason I chose to do these, like, oh, what am I doing? The reason I chose to do this Lego stuff was because it's very hard to find a lot of good, like, regular 3D stuff, like models and stuff, that are free and good. A lot of them will be, like, kind of not great and free, but I mean, if you want to really make it look high quality, like something like Belena does, like Belena Productions, you really got to have somebody either model it for you or just happen to fall upon something. So with this, since I already have all of the pieces and everything, it's really just up to me to just, if I can figure it out, because I just have everything right here in front of me. I just need to figure it out. There we go. Maybe one day I could animate a film using an Undertale script I wrote years ago. Yeah, you could. There's a lot of different websites and stuff that do have Undertale related stuff too. If you, like on DeviantArt, I think DeviantArt actually has a lot of 3D animation stuff, and I'm sure that there's Undertale stuff on there. You made an animated Minecraft movie? That's awesome. Was it? Did you use like Did you use like Blender and stuff, or was it something else, or was it like actually in Minecraft? There is Lego Halo stuff. Like, oh my gosh, in the Discord that I'm in for this, somebody's modeled all of the guns and made them look like Legos. Minemator, dedicated to Minecraft. So is that like it's literally inside Minecraft where you can animate? That's cool. And I think that somebody also modeled, because there's like what's the knockoff Legos? God, what are the knockoffs called? I can't remember what they're called. But they literally are like there's like a Halo. There's Halo of that, and somebody modeled it and to make that one kind of fit the Lego stuff too. Megablocks, yeah. So there's like Halo Megablock stuff, and I think they actually even made like the Spartan helmet and everything, but they converted it into like Lego, so that you could use it for like an animation on here. I'll have to look if I can pull it up. If I can pull up the link to it, I'll see if I can find it. But it's really cool. Yeah, they did have a partnership with Megablocks. I always saw them all the time, but I never got them. I thought they were cool, but I never got them just because they were Megablocks. So you do it still in the game, and then you can import it like worlds and such. Oh, that's cool. I know in Blender, I actually did some Minecraft stuff in Blender as well. That because there is like a free thing that somebody made to like help like automatically rig a like a character. So pretty much it's like a rigged character, and all you got to do is just change the textures on it to make it look like whatever you want. It's called like an entertainer, I think is what it was called. And there's also like another way where you can like import Minecraft, like a section of a Minecraft world into Blender as well. And it will also, you can select all of the different pieces, and it will automatically make their textures do what they need to do. So like for instance, if you have water, it'll automatically animate the water. It'll automatically animate lava. It'll automatically animate or like make anything that's gonna like a fire, like a torch. It'll make that animated too. It was like super cool. It was everything was super automated, because there's so many like people that do the Minecraft animations on YouTube that they use that kind of thing. So there's so many people have made this super easy way to animate in Blender using Minecraft. What piece is that? Oh, there was a canceled game for Megablocks or for Halo? Or for both? All right, what piece is this? I don't know what piece this is. It's like backwards, so I can't see it. It was a Megablocks Halo game made for the 360. What? That's crazy. That actually probably would have done well too, which is kind of crazy. moving. Okay. There we go. A leak builds the game server seasonally and that you can play it on 360 emulators. That's cool. Favorite Lego projects using Blender? My favorite Lego projects using Blender? I don't know. I think my one that's done the best on my YouTube channel is the Hulk video that I made. But I think my favorite one that I actually made was the Robot Chicken one. Just because it turned out the best out of all of the ones I've done. Hey Foxboy, you wanted to drop in for a brief greeting before going back to my own things. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for just stopping by and saying hey. I appreciate every second. Is that a... Oh, it's a regular piece. Okay. I thought it was an L shape at first. There we go. Okay. I can't tell what that piece is. Oh, this is an L shape right here. Okay. It's like really hard to... However they did this, it was not as easy to see as the other one I was doing the other day. There's also this guy. His name is Lego Me the OG on YouTube. He's like 15 or 16 now. He actually, if you've seen Across the Spider-Verse, he is the guy who animated the Lego scene in that movie, and he's in the Discord with me. I actually talked to him before he even did that. So what happened is he made a recreation of the Across the Spider-Verse trailer, the final trailer that came out, and the people reached out who made the Lego movie, because it was the same people who made the it's the same people that made Across the Spider-Verse made the Lego movie and the all of those. So they reached out and were like, "Hey, we gotta have you in this." But yeah, he's in the Discord too, and he uses this website and uses Blender and pretty much uses everything that I've used. He's a very nice guy too. My best friend's uncle worked on the sound design for both Spider-Verse films. He's a sweet guy. That's cool. That's really cool. I love those movies too. Both of those Spider-Verse movies are amazing. Okay, what piece is this? This is like a weird one. Yeah, that looks right. I know. I can't wait. It's just, it sucks how long it's gonna take. Which, I mean, I understand, because it's a very weird way to animate. There's a bunch of different animation styles, and none of that stuff is easy. But it's hard. It's hard to have to wait several years for it, because it was supposed to come out this last year, but I think it got pushed back because of COVID. Or no, it was because of the strikes, the acting strikes and everything. Let's see. There it is. 28974. Perfect. That doesn't look right though. Is it this way? Does it even have like a... No. Favorite Spider person? My favorite is Gwen, but if they adapt Mayday to be like Spider-Girl comics in the 90s, she'll be my new favorite. I think my favorite is... So my favorite is probably Ultimate Spider-Man from the like early 2000s. That was like what I read as a kid, and I think that's the only run of Spider-Man that I've actually read completely, and it's the one that leads up into Miles Morales. So at the very end of Ultimate Spider-Man, I think Peter Parker ends up dying in like Ultimatum, which is like was like a crossover comic, and then he ends up being like Miles Morales ends up coming up in that for the first time. I don't know what they did here to do this, because that's not the right piece. They have the wrong piece on the website that I'm looking at right now, because that's not what I'm looking at here on this picture. I'm gonna have to find it probably. Maybe it's might be under angles. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. I remember Ultimate Spider-Man. I have the Xbox game. Yeah, that's the that's what the comics were or the game was based off of. The comics were or the game was based on those comics. And it had like the same style. Like literally the game looks very, very close to the to that game, and I freaking love that game. I actually played that game first before I read Ultimate Spider-Man. I think I had one of the comics, but I played that game, and that was like where I got into that, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start reading all of them. That was like, I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite Spider-Man game, even more than the new ones. I really like that game too because it just I loved the alternate suits in that game. They were very hard to get as a kid. Like when I was playing them, I had no idea how to get them. I didn't even know how to like find them. But now that I've played it, like as I've been older, finding some of the other suits was awesome. Like they had like the wrestling suits and all the different random suits. They were so cool. Web of Shadows. I never played that one. I played the original two, 1 and 2 from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man game, Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and then I played Ultimate Spider-Man, and then I don't think I played a Spider-Man game until the PS4 one. I know that I've heard that Web of Shadows is a very good game, and I know that I almost got it at one point when it was like on sale at like GameStop or something. But I think I ended up getting like something else probably. But I've heard that Web of Shadows is like probably the best thing after Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man until the new ones. Like I said, I mean, I guess there's also like Ultimate Alliance and like other games like that, but they're not really directly Spider-Man. But I loved those games too. Maybe I'll stream that one day. I would love to stream a Ultimate Alliance. That'd be a fun game to stream. Ultimate Spider-Man would be too, to be honest. Your favorite Spider-Man game is still Spider-Man 2000 on PS1. Dude, I actually played that on PC, and it was actually broken. I don't think you could finish the game. I literally think it was impossible. Because I got to a point in the game where like I could not progress. And I literally think that it was unbeatable. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I played the PC one. I'm pretty sure it was unbeatable because I got to a part. I remember getting to a part where I literally could not do anything. Does not mean I didn't have fun though. I freaking love that game. And like that was like playing on like Windows 2000 or whatever, Windows 99 or whatever it was. Like the family computer. Rhino Romano is still my favorite voice for old Webhead, as good as Yuri is in the PS4, PS5 games. I don't even know who was the voice of Ultimate Spider-Man in the game. Let's see. Because I wonder if it's the same guy. If it is, then that's my favorite. It was Sean Marquette. I don't even know who that is. Oh no, I do know who this is. Where do I know him from? Yeah, Sean Marquette was the voice of Ultimate Spider-Man in the game. He was Mac in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends as well. That's funny. There's also I've done a Spider-Man animation too on here with Blender and Lego and everything. And there's a cool, I think it's like, I want to say it's like a couple dollars maybe, or maybe it's free. It might be free. But there's like a you know how like the Lego pieces have like the Spider-Man has like a web that he had, like the web string pretty much. So it's like a string with like a bunch of studs on it. Somebody's actually made it to where you can animate with that, and it's like already rigged and everything, and it's super cool. So it like locks onto pieces, and then you can easily unlock it and do all that kind of stuff. So you can swing and do all those kind of things. And I really want to do an animation with it because I didn't have it before when I did the animations. I actually made my own, and now that I have that, I'm like, oh man, I really want to do another Spider-Man. Perfect. Now we need a regular piece. Regular 4. And then another L. There we go. It's coming along. Whoever thinks of like these builds are crazy, because I would never be able to think of like I can make some basic stuff, but these people make some crazy stuff on here. Another L shape. I need to hook my Xbox up. I haven't had my Xbox plugged in so long. I need to like update it so that I can play like Arkham games. That'd be a cool game to play for stream too. I love the friggin' Arkham games. 326. That one. I feel like I want to change the color of these because I think they need to be a little bit lighter, but could be wrong. It's hard to tell in Mecabricks because once I get it into Blender, it's a little bit more. You can see the difference a little bit more, but I want to make sure that you can see it enough because like it looks. I mean, I guess it looks kind of different, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, let's see. What do we got? There we go. This person loves these L-shaped pieces. I haven't seen so many L-shaped pieces in a build before. What is that? Why is it? Oh, it's like a two-piece back here. That looked like it was connected. I was like, that's weird. It's like that. Or over here. Oh no, it's a four-piece. There we go. Hey Elias, how you doing? We're doing all right. At least I am. Yeah, I won't speak for everybody else, but at least I'm doing well. How are you? You're doing good. That's good. It's good to hear. What you been up to today? Thanks for asking. Anyways, you're planning to make an Lego animated video? I am. Yeah. So I'm making. I'm building this crypt right now. So I got a lot more to do. This is just kind of like I'm building somebody else's build right now, and then I'm gonna add on to it. So basically, I'm doing like a Dungeons and Dragons video, where it's gonna be like a couple guys come in here and they take like a magical item from in here and they bring some of the skeletons to life. They fight the skeletons and then they go out. The other day, like maybe 2 days ago, I streamed and I was doing like the graveyard that where the crypt entrance is, and there's gonna be like a big golem, like graveyard cemetery looking golem. So like its hands are made out of like gravestones pretty much and statues, and it's gonna fight them outside there. So they're gonna think it's kind of easy, you know, fighting these skeletons down here in the crypt, and then they go out there and then they gotta fight like this huge golem. But it's gonna have like very Dungeons and Dragons like rules implemented into it and everything. So all of the characters are gonna be very lore accurate to Dungeons and Dragons. So once I can get all these all of this set built, I can start animating. But it's not gonna be for a little while. Might be a couple more streams before I can do that. Another piece like that. Another one like that. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Go back. Yeah, that looks good. They're just like going back and forth. That's funny. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that piece is already there. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Now we got some plates up here. Couple little ones. Another one right here. Perfect. Sounds cool. I can't do 3D objects because it's so hard. I like to make animations of Sonic, Angry Birds, and Piggy Tails. They're basically in Flip-a-Clip. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, 3D is kind of weird. Like, there's definitely drawbacks to it in regards to having the ability to have all of the 3D objects. But when it comes to the actual animation process, sometimes it can be a little bit easier than drawing. But honestly, like whatever you're good at, man. Like for me, like this is a lot easier for me because I'm not the best at drawing. I used to draw a lot back in the day, but I never was good enough to do like animation stuff, which I probably could have if I tried. But I know that a lot of people do use like Flip-a-Clip and oh, there's another one. There's another one that I used a little while. I can't remember what it's called. Do not remember at all what that was called. Cause like even there's like people that do like Lego animations that are stop motion, and you know I would love to do stop motion. I actually did stop motion when I was a kid. I used to do a lot of it, like with like wrestling action figures, and then now, it's just like too expensive to be able to buy. Like if I wanted to do Legos, it'd be like way too expensive to have to buy all the Lego pieces just to do the animation. It's like if I had a bunch of Legos already, you know, then maybe I would. But oh, okay, now we're doing something different. I don't think I really need to put this part, actually. Hey, Robert, it's cool finding out some of your interests after I've seen you on Emmy stream so often. How you doing, Robert? Thanks for joining. I like watching Lego animations as a kid. Have you ever watched Ninjago? I have never watched Ninjago. I know so many people that watch Ninjago, especially in the Discord that I'm in for Blenderbricks, and it's like so many people make like Ninjago stuff, and I have no idea what it is, but it looks so cool. I need to watch it because it's definitely something that interests me in regards to the Lego stuff, because a lot of the Lego stuff I don't really like because it's kind of I don't know, it's just kind of like I didn't grow up with it. So it's like it's definitely hard to get into sometimes when you're older and getting into something new that's kind of oriented for kids. But I know that I've seen some of Ninjago, and it actually, the animation looks amazing. Like I really want to watch it just because of that. You're doing all right? Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're able to see some of my interest in here. I know I love doing this, making these Lego sets and doing the animation. So this is like one of my favorite things to do. What is this piece? Like when I was a kid, I watched a lot of stop motions on YouTube of Legos. I never was like really into the other like the actual official animations. I watched a lot of stop motions though. Um, and like I can't even remember like what they were now. It's been so long. But there was I know that there was a lot of like Star Wars ones and like uh it was like Star Wars, and there was other like knights, like castles and stuff like that. There was a bunch of them, and now there's people that do stop motions like that now, and they're like absolutely crazy. The freaking uh, the like castle ones that they do now, like they'll like hit, like use a sword, like the fakes, like little Lego swords. They'll hit each other, and like one of them will hit the other one, and like they'll destroy the piece. And it's like, how did you even like stop, like animate that in stop motion? It's freaking cool. And I want to like kind of I want to really learn how to replicate that in 3D, because I don't see any of the other 3D animators that I in my Discord do anything like that. They all just kind of do like, you know, Spider-Man and stuff like that, and just like, you know, nothing where the pieces are actually getting destroyed themselves, but more of a, like the pieces will like explode, you know, like normal Legos, but they never have like the actual pieces themselves get destroyed. And I would love to be able to recreate that. Which I know how to do it. I know how I would go about it, but I have never put it into action. Is that 4? Okay, 4x4. Okay. There. Like that, maybe? I think that's right. Three, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I need a 1x8. Actually, I think that's wrong. Oh, I see. This is just slightly off. There we go. I'm really excited for I know that there was I haven't watched it yet. There's like a new animation that they did for Star Wars that was it was like Rebuild the Galaxy, I think is what it was called. I really want to watch it. It actually looked pretty interesting. it's not something that I would normally watch. Like I watch some Lego stuff, but it's more of like stop motion, just because it's kind of what I'm trying to recreate is like a stop motion kind of look. So I watch more of that kind of stuff, and more instead of like the like Lego video game kind of style where like the bodies bend and everything, and they're more of like more of look less like actual Lego pieces and more like a 3D animation. I really want to recreate mine to make it almost look seamless, as it's not like that. It is like it is stop motion. But I saw that Rebuild the Galaxy thing, and I actually really was very interested by it. Just because it's like a very cool sounding story. I know I watched a little bit of the it was like the Halloween Star Wars thing. I watched some of that, and I thought it was pretty funny. I used to do some Lego stop motion stuff when I was a small kid. I think my best was just a space police guy getting his gear on for work. I think I sometimes use cotton for smoke. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Those were the cool little things that people did to make their animations look real, or at least like simulate something. So like even having like the cotton balls for smoke and all of that kind of stuff was always very 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 interesting to me. So it's like when you watch something like for instance, like was it Kubo and the Two Strings, like something like that, like how they do the special effects in that, which are all stop motion too, is just so cool. And like the amount of time it takes to do it is crazy. Dun, dun. This one's 8. 1x8, I think. Yeah. And then we need an L shape again. Another L shape. I think the hardest part about the Lego animation, or not even Lego animation, but just stop motion in general, was because I was doing like wrestling figures, was to get them to stand up and like not fall over. I know that a lot of professional stuff, they'll have like hands and stuff that will grab onto them, and then they'll just edit them out. But obviously, as like I don't know, like 12 years old, I'm like, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna use like string or something and then try to edit it out, or I'll like just try to get them to stand as best as possible, or like I'll hold their foot and like won't have the foot in the shot. Use transparent bricks as props. Yeah, that's funny. Exactly. Here, I'm gonna save this because I think this is like being weird right now. I might need to refresh the page. Yeah, cause like I watched like what's his name, Force Fire. He did like the duck song and stuff, but he has like a bunch of Lego stop motion videos. They're kind of like Robot Chicken style, you know. But those are great too. Those are like what I love to like. Those kind of animations are what I really like. RR Slugger, yeah, I know RR Slugger. I've seen some of his stuff too. Yeah, he does have those. He has some cool little animations. I'm surprised he does those for like almost every video too, because it's got to take a while. All right, it's like chugging right now. It's literally so crazy. I love his videos. Like I don't buy a lot of like actual sets or anything like that, but seriously, like his stuff is amazing. It's like I don't want to not watch it. Yeah, me too. That's kind of how I am too. I'll like somebody will gift me like one, or like I'll get like one of the cheap sets that are, you know, no more than $35. There's also another guy that I watch. I don't remember his thing, but he's like very goofy, and like his videos are like about the lore of Lego stuff. But his videos are very goofy, and I really love them. But it's like something like Lizard or oh man, I don't remember what it is. But I watch him every once in a while too, and his stuff is really funny. It's like Lizard or Frog or some. Here, let me see if I can find it. What's your most recent set? I think my most recent set is I have the miniature not miniature, but like the $35 or $40 set of the Batman tumbler. It's like sitting right here. I'm literally touching right now. It's right here on my desk. Because I got like the Batman. I got the Batman. I like the minifigure scale sets. So I got like the minifigure scale Batmobile from the Robert Pattinson Batman, and I have the tumbler right here, both on my desk. What's up, Seekers? Oh, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just glad you came back. Somebody asked me the other day what my first set was that I got. First Lego set that I ever got. And I think if I recall correctly, it was one of the adventurer sets. And it was like it was like Johnny Thunder, and it's also like it was like a car and something else, but it was like a car chase kind of thing. I think I'm not 100% remember if I remember correctly, but it's definitely had Johnny Thunder, and it was like an adventurer set. And then the one that I remember the most as a kid was this tiny, like, might as well be a poly bag at this point, of a cameraman. And it was just like it was for the studios set, and it was just like it was like a minifigure and a camera like setup, and that was it. And like I had it sitting on my TV stand for a long time because it reminded me of my dad, because it looked like my dad, because he was a cameraman for the news station. He still is, like, for 40 years or however long he's been there. And it was funny because it looked like him, so I had that sitting on the TV stand in like the living room forever. And of course, like, because it kind of looked like my dad was just like totally fine with it just sitting there forever. But I don't know if it's still there. I think they might have gotten rid of it. Oh, you might have had that one too. Yeah, exactly. Like they're like, um, it's hard to remember like what stuff that I had as a little kid, but the the like, what are they called? The studio sets were really cool. I wanted every single one of them, but I was never able to get them that often because they were a little bit more expensive, because they had to do with like actually coming with the camera so that you could like do stop motions or like animations or whatever you wanted to do with it. And it was like really cool that it came with the camera and everything. But like as a kid, I always loved the aesthetic and idea of like movie making. So that's why, I mean, at this point, I guess I still do, because that's why I'm doing animations now. Adventures was always one of my favorite themes, and Studio looked really cool. Lego Island was another favorite. Yeah, see, I think Adventurers was my Adventurers, and then like Castle and Pirates were all my favorites. Um, that was just like the things I loved as a kid, especially like Pirates of the Caribbean and everything. But this was before they even had Pirates of the Caribbean. But like Adventurers was awesome because I loved Indiana Jones as well, and that was like their version of Indiana Jones. So Johnny Thunder, which is I have him in the thumbnail of the video. Johnny Thunder was like one that I really enjoyed, and I always enjoyed that more than I did any of the actual Indiana Jones sets, because I don't know, I like the non-IP Lego stuff because it's kind of like a knockoff of those things, and I think that those are they have much more character than just like having an IP of it. Now, obviously, if you look at Star Wars Lego is amazing, but in regards to like other ones, I really really enjoy like their knockoff ones, because Star Wars I think was actually their first IP. Like their first like official thing that they had, which would make sense because Star Wars was always related to toys, which I also had several of those. I had like so many just Lego, or just like so many regular just Star Wars toys. Like I couldn't go to like a toy store without looking at the Star Wars section. I still can't. I still go look at like the Black Series figures, even if I don't buy any. You hate flesh color Mecabricks. I'm fine with the flesh color. I'm fine with that. Especially because I prefer those in my animations instead of the yellow ones. But I do love the yellow sets in person much more. Unless it's gonna be like, you know, like I have like the Batman ones and I have like Star Wars and stuff. But if it's just gonna be like something else, like something random, like castles or stuff, I'd rather just have the yellow ones because those are cool. Car stunt, is that what it's called? Uh, Lego Island, yeah, we were talking about the other day too. Lego Island was like amazing. Car stunt, car stunt. Is that? Are you talking about like the studio set, or are you talking about like was it like an adventure set? Cause I know studio had the car stunt one. That one was cool because it had like a ramp and stuff, and I think it had a thing that like kind of launched them. But like for adventurer, there was like one. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, I know which one you're talking about. There for like adventurer though, I had one that was like it was like a car. I had like two. I think I think I had two. It was like a car with like a mummy. I think it's literally called Car and Skeleton or something like that. It had like a scorpion and like stuff like that. And then I think there was another one that I had that actually had Johnny Thunder himself in it, but I don't know which set that was. Like I could not tell you. I just remember the car because it came with like the old man. But yeah, I think car stunt. I think that was literally, yeah, car stunt studio. It was like a big ramp, and it had it had the same cameraman too, but it was just from the other set, but it was in this one. It was just like a big ramp. That's it. God, I'm telling you, this person that made this is in love with these freaking L-shaped pieces. I've never seen this many L-shaped pieces in a set. I like how they did this. This is a cool... I like how they did these little pieces like this, because it makes it more, look more like stone. Or even like kind of crumbled. They did a good job with that. I'm always like looking out for new ways to add to my builds when I'm doing these sets, because like I wouldn't even like think to do some of these things, but like they're really cool ideas. But then I love them as much as like designers love frogs though. Yeah, you're not wrong. The frogs are like in like random places. They like have like use them in like walls and stuff, and like half the time you can't even tell they're actually there sometimes until you're actually doing the build itself. But I really love this build. I love whoever made this did such a good job. It's really amazing. And it's very small too. And I like that, if you can tell too, this is actually meant to be like added onto another piece. So it's what's the word they use? Modular. I love me some modular sets, because that means they fit with all the other ones that are modular. Alright, so I'm going to just change these to like a random color. Like pink or something, because I do not want the green, and I want to be able to select them later on without having to like click every single one of them. So I always make them like a random color that are easy to see, because you can like go like this on here, and you can click color and it'll select that color. So I just pick a color that I know for sure is not going to be in the set other than where I'm talking about. Oops. Wasn't there even one with 100? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're literally crazy, and even like with like the what's it called, the Rivendell set. Like I don't understand. Like the Rivendell set. Like look at this. Like how many one by one little flat pieces do we gotta put on here? And they're not even solid either, so you have to make sure that these are all facing the correct way, like because they all can turn. It's like this is too much. It looks beautiful though. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most beautiful sets I've ever seen them come out with. But it's just like this is so crazy. And I know that somebody made this in Mecabricks. Like, dude, you're like psychotic for literally making all of these. $500. So that's crazy. Wait, what is this? If you purchase something $120 more, you get this. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. You see that, baby? Yeah, if you buy on Lego right now, anything $120 or more, you get that for free. You get this little cute little set. Yeah, I like this a lot. It's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I think I actually saw somebody complaining about that set, like doing that. So what they did is they got like a, I think they got like a book or something, and like used the cover of the book to just like slide them and make them all facing the same way. And I was like, damn, that's actually a good idea. What's up, Hamsey? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in here. You feel bad for ever to come up with all the one by ones. I know. I mean, honestly, like anytime somebody's like, oh, like they're like designing the like this Rivendell set, it's like even just coming up with like just tiny little things are crazy. But I think the ones that are the most hard are like the Transformers ones, like the Optimus Prime that can literally transform. Like how do you even come up with that? Like to like be able to make that work? Or even like how they did the AT-AT for Star Wars. It's like they made it to where it can like stand on its own, and like there was like a new thing that nobody had ever done in a Lego set before. And it's like, so you came up with something that nobody's ever done in a Lego set before so that it could stand. And like I remember, I love like the Bionicles too when I was a kid. So all of those like mecha Legos are so cool. And like people make some crazy ones here. Let me go on Rebrick real quick. There's some really cool ones that people have made that are not official, obviously, but they're so like detailed. It's like, how do you even think of these things? Like, here, let's see. Like, how do you even think of these things? Like these are okay. Here, let me see if there's other ones. Let's look at the top designers. Yeah, I mean, like look at this guy. He's just like making all of these ones, and these aren't even official. Like it looks official. I thought this is the official one right here, but this is different ones. This one transforms like a Camaro. Like, come on, kidding me? Let's see if there's any other ones. Oh, I like that one. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even stuff like this, like that's crazy. Hey, I mean, I got time to sit here and do this animation stuff, so I'm sure they got time to do that. But who's got the money for that? That's my question. Because, like, I mean, just like not even 200 pieces is, near $50, maybe even more than that. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Oh, that's such a. Oh man, that is so cool how they thought to do that. That's so cool. Picks for the ALCS and NLCS. I already know the answer for that one. Dodgers in 4. Nah, I don't think it's going to be in 4, but I think it's going to be like 4-2. I think the Dodgers will win it in before 7 for sure. And I think that for Yankees and Cleveland, I think Yankees are going to take it. I don't think Cleveland's good enough to handle their hitting, but you know, that one's. I think that one is more. I think that one's closer than the Mets and the Dodgers. I think that one might go to 7, but I don't think it's gonna make it. I don't know. It's probably gonna be Yankees in 6, and probably Dodgers in 5 or 6. No, Aaron Judge has been terrible. He has the most strikeouts, I think, like ever or something like that in the playoffs now. I don't know. I read something today that was like something in regards to that. So bizarre. Dude is a demon in the regular season, but as soon as the playoffs start, he's a total pushover. I mean, you know, sometimes it's like that, and honestly, sometimes it's even just being in the top seeds where you don't play for a little while. Like that honestly might even be it too, because like even for Otani, he hasn't even hit a home run yet. I don't think. I mean, he might. I think he may have hit one in the first series, but or in the first game. But I'm not. I don't even think he's in the first game of the Padres. I think he hit one, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't even think he's hit any. But then you have like Mookie Betts, who's not been doing so great, and he comes in and he's freaking like doing amazing. Hey, Chris Harris, how you doing? Thanks for sharing my stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Every little bit helps. Okay, let's do this now. Move this over. Oh, wait, what did I just do? No. There we go. 4x6. That's that piece. Yeah, I think that this is gonna end up being a very good video, just because of the designs of everything. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Step 100 out of 1,000. You're right. I think we're getting there though. If I look right here, we're more than halfway done. So I don't think there's that much left. Because I think also like from here down is like not instructions. Just regular plates? Yeah, they are. Okay. The most exposure I've had to like building Lego digitally, there was this one game from forever ago. It was called Lego Creator. All I did was build helicopters and had them crash into each other. Yeah. And I think Lego Creator. I think I might have played that. Here, let me look it up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I did play this. Let's see. This is what I look like. Yeah, I did play this. I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. Oh, I didn't even know there was other ones too. That's funny. Oh wait, no, I did know there was other one. I remember this. I remember seeing. I didn't play this, but I remember seeing this box art at the store. That's crazy. It's initially conceived as an evergreen replication of the physical toy. Starting with the town range, the game would expand at each release with the addition of further product themes. Functionality will also enhance. So yeah, it was pretty much I think this was like the precursor to the Lego Digital Designer. So Lego here, let me see. Lego Digital Designer was like this kind of pretty much the same thing as what we're using right now, but it was like a just like a official version of this, and then somebody has now taken this and continued to kind of update it as a fan thing, but Lego officially recognizes it and like links it on. If you go to Lego Digital Designer, it's like disbanded. You can't download it anymore unless you find it somewhere else. But then on that page, it will link to the new one that the fans have made. But I think that the creator thing was actually, they used that to build Digital Designer. Next stream. If I could get it to work, that'd be fun. I would really, actually, I really would want to play Lego Island too, if anything. Either that or Lego Racers. Because, like, I don't know how you would even play it, but I would love to play those games again. Because I freaking Lego Island 2 was, like, something I played all the time. That was, like, the first open world game I played ever. I remember LED. I think it felt limited, but I used it sometimes. It was definitely limited. There was not a whole lot. There was not every piece, obviously, but somebody has updated it. It's called. I actually have it. It's called. Stud IO is what it's called now. And that's pretty much that. It's pretty much the same thing. Here, let me see. Stud.io. So obviously it's spelling studio, but but it's literally on Bricklink. But it is the pretty much exact same thing. It looks the same. It just has more stuff on it. See here, it's pretty much the exact same thing as Digital Designer, but somebody's just updated it, and it is nowhere near as good as Mecabricks. But the good thing is some of the bricks that are not on here are on that. So I'll take them from that and bring them into Blender and put them together. So like, I made this golem and like it had every piece but the skull, that the piece, and that was like the main piece you need because it's like the face. So it didn't have it anywhere, but I found it on there and I was like, yes, I can make it. Like Island 2 was one of my first games too. It felt very magical at the time. I ran around throwing pieces at everybody on my first attempt since I didn't know how to deliver them. Exactly. That, and then also like the Pajama Sam and like those type of games were also games that I played at that time. And there was this also, I found it like not too long ago. I was like watching somebody play it on YouTube, but it was like this Titanic mystery game where you could walk around the Titanic and like had to figure out like this mystery like thing that was going on. I don't remember, but it was like this straight up. I gotta show you guys. It's so funny. It's actually a really good game. And like it had voice acting in it. It's called Titanic Adventure Out of Time. It's literally on Steam. Is it right here? So it's called Titanic Adventure Out of Time. And it was like this. It was like a click game. Like you clicked on stuff, but you could like walk. See, you could like walk down the hallways, and you had to like find stuff and. It was really well made for the time, and I think it came out in like 99 or 2000, maybe even earlier than that. But like it had actual voice acting, but it was like stop motion of the people, so it's like really weird looking. Really weird looking. Yeah, like this. Yeah, I know you're talking about the Bill Nye thing. It is very similar to that. Very, very similar. Oh, and I used to play. I would go to like my dad's work, and I would have to sit there for like an hour or two sometimes. Like he'd be working, and then we'd go do something, and like he would always like be like, "All right, sit at this desk, don't go anywhere." And I'll open up a candy stand for you, candystand.com. And I used to play like the mini putt game on there and like the home run derby on the candy stand. Which is also no longer a thing anymore. But there is a way to play some of those games. Somebody's like saved the games. What is that? Oh, okay. It's that weird looking piece. 36841. Perfect. I think the one PC game I have the most fondness for is probably Backyard Baseball. So happy that's being revived. Me too, man. Me too. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. Hopefully it's good. Like I'll be pretty mad if it's not good. Okay, so are all of this is all of this like just yeah, I don't need to do all this because I'm gonna have a roof on it. And what is all this? Yeah, it's all for like the outside area. Yeah, I don't need that. All right, I think we're done actually with this part of the thing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to carefully get rid of that. So I'm going to get rid of like all of this right here. And then we're going to put this here, just like that. And then I'm going to do another, just like that. So now we have a bigger crypt. I think actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to raise this a little bit. So I'm going to do some bricks. Just like this. Just like that. We're going to do them all the way down. All the way down. Okay. So now, when I get into Blender, what I do is I'll put like a plane on the top up here, and it will be the ceiling. So now, I don't want to have this be the ceiling, because I want to be able to have this look a little bit like more prominent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 4-piece. Just like that. And then we need a 3-piece. Just to make it a little bit more, so there's a little bit more room for the camera to look at things. So now, what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna move this table. Just kind of move it. And then I'm going to just get rid of these. do the same for this too. And then I'm just gonna like actually, how do they have this? Yeah, so I'm gonna just do this then. I'm gonna add all these and kind of fill it in. Just kind of keep it how the design they were kind of doing. All right. Perfect. And then here, how do they have it over here? Okay, they did do 3. Okay. Perfect. Gotta go. Thanks for chatting, Cam. Also, hi, MUME. I don't usually get to say hi as I'm asleep when you stream. All right, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by, and it's been a fun time talking to you. If you ever see me streaming again, I might be streaming a little bit more during the day sometimes, so you might be able to see my streams a little bit more than you would see Emmy's. But thank you for stopping by, and thanks for all of the time you spent here talking to me. I had a good time. Just finished Silver Story while watching the stream. Nice. Yeah, I just played 06 not too long ago. I was streaming with Emmy. Okay, so I think that what we're going to do is actually, I'm going to select these. I actually kind of like how they look like this. And I'm just going to like have them go over a bunch of times. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is, I really like these weird shaped pieces. They're like, they look like grating almost. There they are. Make them black so they're a little bit more noticeable. Hello? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I like how that looks. So now, I think I'm going to copy all of this. Not these. Actually, no. I think I'm going to copy these. Because it's not going to work if I do it that way. Get rid of that. And get rid of these. I think I need to get rid of all of these. I think these are all part of the other one. No, they're not. And I'm going to duplicate it. Rotate it. And then we're going to bring it over here. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This isn't coming out how I want it. I think I want to do like this, maybe. It's kind of tedious. It's more of like, I should have done it before I let go of it a minute ago. It's like, that's what we want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it like over here and line it up with that. Perfect. And then we will duplicate it again. So now it matches on the other side, just like it does over there. Well, no, it doesn't. Well, at least one of them does. And then I can look at this and it's like, okay, so pretty much you got the pole right here and then you got another little thing right there. So I just need to copy everything that's not right there. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not symmetrical. So what I really need to do is take this. Just won't move that one. We'll keep this there. And move this just over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. And then what I can do now is just delete that. So now, if I were to copy this section right here again, and then move it over here, now it should be the same, right? No, it's one off again. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. I see the difference. So now, need to select all of this. Just move it over one. And then we take all of this. No, not everything, okay. And then move this over. Or is that wrong too? That's wrong too. What am I doing? Okay. What are we doing here? So that's like this. So from here to here is the same. And then it has that over here. So I think that we just need to duplicate this again. And it's got to have one brick in between. So I need to now get rid of this. I think. No, I need to get rid of more. I need to get rid of this whole pool. And then move this over. Right? And then that should be aligned. That's still like one off. Okay. These are online. Lined up. You know what? I'm just gonna delete all this. And I'm just gonna copy it completely. No, not that. All right, now we're just gonna line up those. I think that's right. Okay, now I need to copy this. Like whole thing pretty much. It's like right there. What's up, Pablo? How you doing? I'm able to like. Oh, what? Oh no. Okay, never mind. No, never mind. That's not what I wanted. see how this looks. This should line up decently. Kind of. Yeah, that's what we want. That looks pretty good. As long as it's lined up, that's all that matters. And then we're going to delete like all of these because these are all going to have to be redone just backwards. Thank you, Pablo. What the heck? Now that should be right where you want it. Now what we're going to do is just going to like go kind of by area and just copy. There we go. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to do here. Oh wait, these need to be over a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? This whole thing needs to move over. Move over one. Yep, that looks good. And then we select these. Perfect. And this is a little bit different than that side because it's flipped, but we're just gonna like do something like this. Perfect. As long as it's similar. It's not to be exactly the same, but you don't want it to be exactly the same because then it kind of looks awkward. So now, this is kind of what it looks like right here. And then I need to figure out what to put here in the middle on this wall. It's probably going to have to be something similar to this. So I'll probably copy this like archway and then and maybe some of this background and then do something different. But I don't know what I'm going to do. So I think for now, what I'm going to do is save this, and then for the next stream that I do, I will finish this entire thing. So I think I'm going to get off for now and like eat and do some other stuff. But thank you all for coming in and being here for so long. And I appreciate everybody commenting and talking with me and talking about some things that we like. So you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you all later and see you for the next stream.